Welcome back. It's Becky from Faithful Finish Lines, and I am so excited you are joining me for our last video on how you can unleash the power of God in your weight loss journey. Today, I'm going to be talking about the one important thing I believe you absolutely need for long-term success with your weight loss. In the first video, we learned why God cares about your weight loss. Yesterday, we talked about specific ways you can bring more of God into your weight loss journey and change the way you think. Now, let's bring it all together with this most important weight loss strategy. Chances are there have been times when you've felt completely alone with your struggles, thinking you must be the only one that has such a hard time getting up to exercise, or saying no to sweets, or feeling so insecure about the way you look. And the more we believe that's true, the more we tend to pull away from people. Some of the most difficult things about weight loss are being consistent, staying active regularly, and making the hard decisions even when you don't feel like it. Fortunately, there is a solution for all of those things. My 100-pound weight loss journey was not a steady journey that could be shown by a straight line. It was more like a roller coaster where I would lose a bunch of weight, then gain some back, then lose some more and gain back a little more. But when I looked at those times when I was losing weight along the way, the one thing that was always there was some kind of support system with people in my life. For a while, I met up with a friend for huge freezer meal prep sessions that I never would have done on my own. I did my first Couch to 5K as a part of an online group of food bloggers. I met with a friend to go to a water aerobics class twice a week in college. The most important thing you can do to help your weight loss journey is to have a support system. Medical research actually backs this up too. The American Psychological Association says that researchers found that the community group participants lost more than 3 times the amount of pounds of the self-help group in the first year. People ask Sarah and I all the time if we believe it's possible to lose the weight on their own. And yeah, it's possible for you to lose the weight yourself, but you are going to make it so much harder on yourself, and weight loss is already hard enough. That is one of the most valuable pieces of our Faithful Finish Lines 2.0 program, is that we offer you a safe place for people to talk about their real struggles in a place where everyone else gets it. Because honestly, we don't recommend talking to everyone about your weight loss. Not everyone is a safe place for that kind of vulnerability. Even well-meaning people who love you may not be able to meet you on that level if they've never struggled with overeating themselves. And often the problem isn't that they don't want to support you, it's just that they don't know how. So many people show their love using food and their heart is in the right place, but it just makes losing weight that much harder. And if you're like most women, you might not even know how to ask for help from these people and what to ask for that would actually help you. Sarah and I help you navigate all of that in our program because we know that eating affects your relationships and vice versa. So we talk about those really tough situations with junk food loving husbands, with food pushing coworkers and in-laws, with the temptation to eat all of the snacks with your kids and how to handle it. All of that in a gentle and loving way that allows you to strengthen your relationship with these people in your life. But it also allows you to stick to your own boundaries. It is possible, and we can help. And this is an area where the Bible and scientific research go hand in hand. The Bible is full of verses that talk about the importance of a support system. Ecclesiastes 4 says that 2 are better than 1 because they can get more done together and can help lift each other up along the way. Galatians 6:2 says we are to carry each other's burdens. Proverbs 27:17 talks about iron sharpening iron. Hebrews 10:24 talks about meeting together regularly and spurring one another on in love and good deeds. God knows that we can't do it alone, and He gives us the gift of community. I also want to acknowledge that this is an especially challenging time to feel connected with friends, family members, and your church community for all kinds of reasons. So many of you have struggled with isolation and needing to physically distance from people for health reasons, but also really feeling that lack of emotional connection in a world where things are really tense and stressful, and people are really on edge, and so many relationships have changed. So just know that if you're feeling really alone right now, like you don't have anyone in your life to ask for help or support in your weight loss journey, I just want to offer you this amazing community of women that we have. I can't even tell you how encouraging, supportive, understanding, and motivating they are. If you ask for accountability, you've got women stepping up to offer it. If you need some encouraging words, one post will get you a string of kind, warm responses. If you ask for prayer, you've got women praying for you all over the world. And Sarah and I pray for every single one of our members by name. We do have a free Facebook community available called Christian Weight Loss for Women with Faithful Finish Lines. But I just have to tell you that as great and wonderful as it is, it just doesn't even hold a candle to our members community. In our smaller group of members, women share so much more. And every time one of them is vulnerable and talking about their struggles with food, it helps you to not feel so alone in your own struggles. But we have also just seen how it builds so much confidence in you when you have the opportunity to be the one to encourage someone else. And when you have a place to share those small victories that other people in your life might not fully understand. Like if you decide to eat an apple when you really, really wanted to eat a carton of French fries, we have just seen in the group how one person's victory overflows and inspires another and another. And it is amazing to see those small and big victories add up to so much success in the whole group's weight loss. Each member brings something so unique and special, and each story matters and strengthens us as a whole. So please join us. We have such a heart for helping you. We have helped thousands of women lose 5, 10, 50, 75 pounds and more. And we always hear that women want what we're offering, but so often they say that the main reason that they can't join us is that they can't afford it. And we hear you. We know money is an important issue that affects your whole family. And we really don't want anybody who wants to do this to be left out, which is why we're offering you your first month for just $19. That's $35 off, saving you 65%. We don't want your financial situation to be the thing that holds you back from losing weight and growing in faith. So be ready. You have 24 hours to grab this deal. Starting at 6 a.m. Eastern today on Friday, April 22nd, you can get your first month for just $19. Like I mentioned yesterday, we have never done this before and we might never do it again. So sign up while you can. In this video series, we've covered some amazing ground. You learned why God cares about your weight loss. You learned how to use scripture to get rid of the lies of the enemy. You learned how to make exercise an act of worship. You learned the power of prayer for your weight loss journey. And today you learned why a support system is so incredibly important to long-term weight loss success. Sarah and I hope and pray you have found these videos meaningful. We've worked hard to provide you with a clear understanding of how to unleash the power of God in your weight loss journey, and we would love to hear from you. How will you be growing in faith in order to lose weight? Tell us below in the comments. We would love to have you join our Faithful Finish Lines family. I'm Becky with Faithful Finish Lines. Thank you so much for joining us.